Hi, Karin. Thank you for joining me for this video
Hello.
testimonial.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So,
So nice to be here.
yeah, I always love chatting with you. So, can you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your business and who you serve?
Okay. I'm a soul coach and I help and support spiritual entrepreneurs and women with dreams and vision to identify their soul level gift. And at the same time, I empower them to step into their power so that they can start to live a fulfilled and abundant life. So how I go about doing my work? Well, I use a bit of like those woo tools. So I do Akashic record reading, oracle cards, hypnotherapy, but I think what's most important is my personal been there experience. I think that's where the wisdom come from in a way. So yeah, I give like really practical advice.
Yeah,
So basically that's what I do.
that's what I love about you. You have this like super woo side with all these tools, but then at the same time, you're like, hey, girlfriend, this is actually what you need. Like very practical, down to earth.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
what I love about your business.
Yeah, I mean, I was really into the woods for a long time until I realized that I'm living in this world. So we need to be really practical.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So,
what are some successes that you've had during our time together? What sort of changes have you seen in your business and yourself and how you approach your business?
well, I joined your mastermind program because you're a mom, like I am. So naturally, I'm attracted to that. And also, you are very much into automation. This is something that I totally believe in, because previously I was working in a corporate. So we work with systems and duplication, and stuff like that. So that's how you become efficient and productive. So automation is the way to go for online business. That's how I see it personally. So I have a kind of like concept about it, how to do it online, but I need someone to guide me along. So that's when I joined this Freedom Mastermind, and I'm glad I did it. So yeah, so you helped me, like Alison helped me with like the email sequence. I had 4 emails before that, and then we worked to like 8 emails, and I think it's like really, really good. And you spend so much time, like you really go through the emails with me, which I thought was really, really helpful because you point out things that to me, I think I don't have to emphasize that much, or I don't have to go into too much details. But you were also right that, I know doesn't mean that my audience understand.
Yeah.
So I think that is like a really good point, because a lot of times we are in our business so much that we thought we explain everything well because we know it so well,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but not when it's someone that, who just got to know you. So I think I love that. I love that insight from you. And it helped me a lot to really relook at my message and how I introduce myself, what I do. So, and that's the email sequence, and the 8 email sequence, I can actually forget about it. Like once people go into this sequence, I can forget about it for a while, and it leaves me more time to do other stuff. And at the same time, I'm bringing my potential clients through this journey, to get them to know more about me, my services, and build that relationship through the emails.
Yeah.
So
Because I think a lot of times for you, because your business is it's very practical, but also very kind of out of the box a little bit. It's
yes, it
that
is.
kind of education that people have to go through in order to understand how this one thing you do can facilitate change in their life in these areas.
Yes,
So that
totally.
for me was like the really quite honestly fun part of working on your breaking that down and really helping your ideal client and helping you to help them understand why they need you, why they need your services, and why without your services they're going to stay in this rut.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really occur to me that much, you know, like before working with you, it didn't really come to me about, you know, educating them and letting them know more.
Mhm.
You know, to me, it's like, it's like, you know, you should know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's one big thing. And then after the email sequence, we went on to build the funnel for my tripwire.
Mhm.
So that's also like one big thing. I mean, there's a lot of work involved, but I also come to realize that that's the thing about automation. There's a lot of prep work, but once it's done, you can forget about it. You
Done.
know, in a sense, yeah. Yes. So I'm glad that I did it. You know, like I recently came out with another new opt-in freebie, and it's the same thing. You know, I just need to go through the whole sequence. You know, it's the same thing. So I've done it once, and it becomes easier for me when I do it the next time. So it is great. Yeah. So the email sequence, the funnel, and overall, I think like the biggest thing that for me and my business, I believe, is the emphasis of automation, because I believe that we are in business, you know, in the long run, you know, like, so that we can actually be there for a long term. And then you don't want to be always doing something new all the time, and then let go of what you have already created, you know, like, or you have to put in more effort. You know, if things are doing good, you can just duplicate and just let it run, you know, and let it be evergreen. So and like seeing how you do it, I think it's really useful, because you get to only see it when you work together. You know, otherwise, you know, it's just like, you know, seeing someone else building the empire and earning the money. And not knowing how to do it.
And I think that was the cool part about working with you, was that you were like, all right, like, let's do it. Like, let's figure it out, what that looks like for me. And then kind of combing through that and figuring out what automation you actually needed. Because I can tell you like all day long what I do, but like when it came to your business is different from mine. So like working through that and giving you different options, and then seeing like what you like and what you didn't like, and then tweaking from there. That was really fun.
So that's the good thing, you see, because that can only come when you have done it before. If not, you will not be able to give me all those advice and the possible options that I can go into, you know. So so I think all in all, is all the practical thing that, you know, the advice and tips that you give, the trainings that you give, you know, is all useful, you know, valuable. It's not something that, you know, is so that's great.
There's no fluff.
Exactly, there's no problem.
No fluff. So if someone were on the fence about working with me through a one-on-one program or a group program or a course, what would be the advice that you would give them?
Well, okay. Well, if you're sitting on a fence and you're in business, ask yourself, why are you in business? Are you in for a short run or in the long term, you know? So if you are in business for something, you know, in a long term, you need to have that vision. So you need to know that you are working for something that will produce results, you know, for a long time to come. And you need to learn how to do it. So work with someone that's been there and can give you all the advice, and Alison has it all.
It was awesome working with you. I really loved getting to dive into your business with you, figure out what you wanted to get from it, and figure out kind of how to move forward how to move forward from that with you. So thank you for working with me and for investing in my time and for just going for it during your program. It was awesome to watch.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for your time too.